we interrupt your regular scheduled programming to bring you a special news update. Here he is for Channel 12 News, Mr. John Flannery. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the John Flannery Show here. Tonight we have a very important break in news, ladies and gentlemen. A very familiar case across the country right now. A lot of people are going nuts about it. I don't know if you've seen it out there. I know I've seen it. A lot of the people I've been talking about. I see people in line at McDonald's. People out at the Starbucks. They're doing the same. Everyone's talking about this case right now. You know, personally, I think it's just a distraction. It's just another one of those distractions the media is going to put out there to try to keep us from the real truths and the things that they're trying to convince us aren't existent right now. The government, President Biden. I think this is just another example, ladies and gentlemen, of the media trying to persuade you to focus on the wrong thing. But either way, as we have it, this is Channel 12 News. My name is John Flannery here, and we're going to get into the biggest trial right now. I'm sorry, you just got to give me a second here. We're just getting our notes together. We've just been interrupted from your regularly scheduled programming of They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Big fan of the show. But we're stuck right now because the network wants us to hear about a trial that happened. Oh, now, I don't know if you saw this out here. Last week was episode 47. If you listen closely back to episode, and I've listened to it over and over again. I listen to The Breeze every week. Sometimes I listen twice, 3 times. I was listening, ladies and gentlemen, if you listen back to the birthday segment, and that's where this whole thing exploded, there's an instance where Jeremy Breachek might have given Mike Breachek some very pivotal help that resulted in a double bubble. And now, the youngest one on the podcast, Ryan Breachek, is deciding to countersue, to sue in small claims for those 2 points back. It's sweeping the nation, ladies and gentlemen. I have never heard in all of my years on media, in all of my years listening to court cases, doing all this stuff, I have never heard of anything so petty as a small claims case about points for a birthday game or whatever it is that they do. They do this birthday celebrity. I mean, I listen to the show. They do the celebrities' birthdays, and if they nail it right on the head, they get a double bubble. Big deal. It's 2 points. But, you know, that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. So, without further ado, I believe they're getting ready to start the court proceedings now. We're going to go ahead and give you the audio, and we're going to follow the case as it goes along here. Guys, this is John Flannery. Thank you for joining us. Let's get the audio up here.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Ronald Winston. You may be seated.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Calling the small claims case number 5914, Ryan Breachek versus the defendants, Jeremy and Michael Breachek. Are both parties ready?
We are.
Ready, Your Honor?
We are. Well, then let the prosecution begin with their opening statements.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. My client today is here seeking retribution by way of points, not of money. He's not looking for a handout. He doesn't want to be rich. He just wants justice. Ladies and gentlemen, my client just wants justice today in this courtroom. And he is seeking retribution by way of birthday points. Birthday points. That's it. And in the last episode of They Call Us the Breeze, which is supposed to be this fair and balanced podcast, and my client was victimized on that show when he did his celebrity birthdays. Now how is an innocent show of two brothers and their dad hanging out on a podcast going to victimize anyone, you ask? Ladies and gentlemen, last week on episode 47, during the celebrity birthdays extravaganza that they do every week on the show, there was a clear and present violation of the rules of the game. And I think it's important for us today to kind of just go over all the facts. We're going to take a look at some evidence. We're going to hear testimonies. You're going to hear a lot of stories. A lot of stories about a man who started this podcast who's kind of a control freak. He's not a great guy. You're going to hear how he runs this show and how he always gets his way. Well, my client today is standing up to him to get 2 points, not only 1 point for the double bubble, and we'll explain what that means in a little bit, but 1 point for the double bubble and take the initial point away entirely. And we are seeking retribution for 2 points. And you know, you're going to hear they don't even have an attorney. They're defending themselves, ladies and gentlemen. That's how little faith they have in their case. But we're going to get them on this because justice and fair and balance is what the Breeze is all about. We all love the Breeze.
Thank you very much, Mr. Loretti. Now, would the defendants like to go ahead and state their case?
Thank you, Your Honor. Hello, my name is Jeremy Breachek. I am the producer of and co-host of They Call Us a Breeze. And here today I have with me my father, Mike Breachek. Say hello, sir.
Hello, everybody. Mike Breachek.
Yeah, so we're here today in defense of the allegations against cheating. And we do not have an attorney, so we are acting, I will be acting on behalf of us today in the court, if it does so please, Your Honor.
Yeah, it's fine, son.
All right, may we proceed? I don't know how any of this works, but we're going to...
You may proceed. You have an opening statement if you'd like to make it on your defense.
Okay, so what's in a wink? You know, ladies and gentlemen, the one thing you're going to have to understand today throughout all this, throughout all the way he paints us, Mr. Loretti, with all due respect, with all the way Mr. Loretti might paint us today and all the testimonies and all the evidence you might hear, you need to understand what's in a wink. We're talking about a single wink. I have a history Me personally, I have a history. It's a syndrome I have. I'm not going to go into the science of it, but occasionally, it's a small tic. I wink a little bit. People have tics. Sometimes people have smaller tics than the other one. I know people that touch maybe the right side of a screen on an ATM every time they punch in a number. There's small tics that people... One of my tics is I happen to wink. And that just so happened to happen the other night in question on the show, and I think I'm pretty fair and balanced. I think you're going to find that today. You know, you're going to listen to him, and he's going to talk, and he's going to say a lot of inflammatory things about me, and he's going to say a lot of things about Dad, and just remember, what's in a wink? Thank you, Your Honor. That's it for now.
At this time, the prosecution would like to call up the defendant, Michael Bre'llionaire. Cross-examination can begin at this time.
Mike Bre'llionaire, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Doing well today, sir?
Best can be expected. Living the life of Riley, sir. Thank you very much for asking.
And what would you be doing otherwise if you weren't here today, this afternoon, on Thursday, the 16th of June? What might you be found doing around the house, maybe? Or
probably watching the U.S. Open.
Oh, the U.S. Open. So you're a big golf fan, are you?
I like to watch golf, yes, sir.
That's very nice. That's right. So, question for you: what do you do a little bit later in the evenings on Thursday, sir?
Generally on Thursday evenings, we do a podcast with my two sons.
Your two sons, can you point them out in the courtroom here today?
Yes, Jeremy right over there, and then Ryan here.
Hey.
Okay, very good. Mr. Bre'llionaire, where were you on the evening of June 9th during They Call Us the Breeze podcast?
I was at the podcast.
No, I said Mr. Bre'llionaire, as in the Bre'llionaire that's on the stand right now. Mr. Bre'llionaire, Mr. Mike Bre'llionaire. I'm sorry, that was a little confusing. Objection, Your Honor. I would like to move that the panel and the room address the Breeze as their first names for the remainder of the trial.
Yes, absolutely. That is a confusing thing in myself, so I'll allow it.
Okay. So, Mr. Michael Bre'llionaire, Mr. Michael, can I call you Mr. Michael? Is that fine?
That's fine.
So, where were you, Mr. Michael, on the evening of June 9th during They Call Us the Breeze, episode 47? Can you tell me that, please?
I was in the Tiger Cage doing a show with my two sons.
Okay, with the Tiger Cage doing the show with your two sons.
Correct, the podcast, yes.
All right. And so your sons, Jeremy, right?
Jeremy and Ryan, yes,
and,
as we do every Thursday.
Okay, very nice. It's nice. It's a family time, right?
Yeah, we have a great time.
Now, you understand why you were called here today. Am I wrong? Objection. Nope. Leading the witness.
I do not understand why I was called here today, to be quite honest with you.
You were called here today about a double bubble that you got when Jeremy, am I correct? Jeremy, is he the one who does the birthdays for the show, sir?
Mm-hmm.
So when Jeremy read the Dick Vitale birthday, you guessed 84 years old. Am I right?
I do not recall at the time, as of right now, but...
Objection, sir. Objection.
Mr. Loretti, where are you getting at?
If it's on tape, go back and I'm sure if you watch the show back,
Now let me be clear.
You can find out exactly what...
At first you might have said that Dick Vitale was 83 years old. You might have said that first.
I may have.
And then you quickly wavered, and we have evidence, ladies and gentlemen. We have the evidence And we will be playing that for you tonight. We have evidence of you quickly wavering from age 83 to 84 and then back to 83 as if by some dumbstruck luck you had an epiphany and you just decided to go back to 83, resulting in that double bubble. Let me ask you this, Mike. How many children do you have?
4, maybe 3. 3.
Four, maybe
no,
three.
3.
4, maybe 3.
3. I think it's 3.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, he wavers. He does not know numbers. I don't think this man is fit for trial today, to be quite honest.
I'm not sure I'm fit for
Objection,
much of
Your
anything,
Honor.
sir.
Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled. Overruled.
All right, so there you have it. That's the first half of the trial. We're just going to take a quick little break here. But as I'm watching this, I'm already starting to see that this is an open and shut case. Okay? If you look at all the data already that they're bringing up, I mean, let alone what the evidence is going to be in this trial. And I'm excited to see what the evidence is going to be out there. This is John Flannery, by the way. I don't see how the defendants have a leg to stand on in this case. Honestly, I don't know why this is a major. It seems like this is open and shut. You know, you can give me your thoughts out there. You can tweet out to me. This is John Flannery. You can give me on Twitter, the real John Flannery out on Twitter. Make sure you go to my Facebook page. You can watch the Flannery Report every Tuesday night. You know, call me crazy. I don't see what the big hoopla is here for everything. But you know what? That's what they've got us doing tonight. And you know, we're just going to take a little break here for commercial. Get the advertisers in here. We'll be right back, I guess, with more of this trial here. Yeah, guys, we'll see you in a bit. This is John Flannery. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to the continuation of the Breeze trial on Channel 12 News with John Flannery.
That's right. Welcome back. I don't understand how we're still here, but we just got back from a commercial break. Thank you all for continuing to listen to us here on Channel 12. You can catch me every Tuesday night on the Flannery Report. That's right. My name is John Flannery. We have breaking news. Again, huge fans of They Call Us the Breeze. Everyone out there is. I think it's no joke. This podcast is really gleaming these days, but you get into, like I said, celebrity birthdays. It's a sensitive topic. And I'm just, you know, I'm trying to swallow back a belch of hatred right now because it just doesn't make any sense to me. But we're here anyway, like I said, and we're reviewing the case, and the case is still going on live. We're going to peek back into the courtroom. I guess, yeah, we're just going to keep doing it. All right, let's go.
I'm not sure I'm fit for
Objection,
much of
Your
anything,
Honor.
sir.
Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled. Overruled.
Defamatory against the defense, and I would like a mistrial. No, you're not going to get a mistrial just every time you stand up. You don't know how the game is played. And that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. These guys, they're going down today. Once we present the evidence that we have, you're going to know. No further questions, Your Honor.
That's recess. Thank you very much, Loretti. At this moment, I would like to open up the prosecution to cross-examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. Dad, how
Yes.
you doing, bud?
I'm fine. I'm doing good.
You're looking good up there on that
Well,
stand.
thank you.
So, Dad, you were with me on June 9th. You know, we did the celebrity birthdays like we always do,
Yep,
right?
we did.
Yeah. How much would you say you probably had to drink that day?
Oh, 4 or 5 beers, I'd say.
About 4 or 5 beers, maybe once we showed up, maybe a few more. You'd probably say.
Could have, yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, on average, I would say you probably drink about 12 beers on a Thursday. You know, between your normal activities and me and Ryan showing up and doing the podcast, I'd say that's a fair estimate, about 12 beers, you know?
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that.
All right. So Dad, probably around beer, I would say, I don't know, 8, 9, maybe even 10. We're kind of getting into that second segment of They Call Us the Breeze, right? It's the celebrity birthdays. We're doing that thing.
Yeah, okay.
Now, with that being said, you're probably having a good time. Maybe your vision's a little blurry. Maybe you're just focusing on those earbuds. You're listening to the show. You're trying to focus on those birthdays. I don't know that your vision at that point in the game is clear enough to see a wink from
Probably
across the
not.
table. And what's in a wink anyway? How many times do... Objection, Your Honor. He is leading the witness. He's leading the witness.
No, I'll sustain. Overruled.
Yes,
Go ahead.
overruled,
Continue
yes.
with your question.
No, so my
Thank you,
point
Brendan.
is at some point, you're probably not going to catch an MLB style, call. I'm going to tug my ear or I
call
do
it a
something. You're not
signal.
going to.
I agree with that. 'Cause
Signal. You're not-
half
yeah.
the time I'm looking outside in the yard through the windows anyway. I'm listening to what's going on, and I might glance over at Jeremy when he first comes up with the question, and if I don't know the person, whoever it is. But if it's somebody that I know who it is, I know who Dick Vitale is, college basketball commentator. I'm generally looking out in the yard at the windows, checking out the weather or whatever.
So you would agree that you're not necessarily studying me for any winks, as
Not
if you
if
could
I
see
know,
them anyway.
not if I know the personality that he's talking about. I'm not looking at him. No.
You're reaching deep down in your soul.
Oh,
The
yeah,
fairest
well,
way possible, the most balanced way possible. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the tone of this meeting today. That is why we're here, because of fair and balanced.
That's correct.
And you would say that I am pretty fair and balanced when I give those birthdays.
Oh, very, very much so. Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
If I know the guy's name or the actor or whatever we're doing, athlete, whoever it is, if I know them, I'm staring out into the yard. I'm looking into the sky or the trees, and I'm trying to do math in my mind. Okay, this guy did this back in the 80s or 90s, and now we're 40 years beyond that. So I'm not looking at anybody at that point.
Get to the point, Mr. Bruchek.
In other words, I'm not looking at anybody.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Michael. At this moment, you are dismissed, and thank you for opening the door for me earlier this morning. At this point, the prosecution would like to recognize and call up Ryan Breachak for questions.
Afternoon, Ryan Breachek.
Hey. Hey.
Thank you very much for being here today. I'm honored to represent you here today in this room.
I like you. Thank you.
I think that this is an open and shut case. But today, we're gonna get a little bit of evidence, ladies and gentlemen, as to why and how these two were able to cheat, and that they definitely did cheat in the double bubble in episode 47. But here you have the man. So a couple quick questions for you there, Ryan.
Fire away. They winked at each other, but keep going. Fire away. Go ahead. I saw it.
Would you say, Ryan, that you've been dominating over 50 episodes of The Breeze, the birthday celebrity birthdays, if you will? Would you say that you've kind of been dominating that score a little bit, mostly the whole time?
Yeah, I think I really did dominate, and I have been dominating, and it brings up a very good fact that I would like to put on the record, too. We actually, and I can bring, more money in. I was promised a Chick-fil-A tray, too, because of domination.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor.
I was promised
Distraction from the
no.
case. Objection, Your Honor.
Okay.
Distraction from the case.
Chick-fil-A party tray aside, I've been dominating. Yes, Mr. Loretti, you know me.
Absolutely,
I've been
Ryan.
dominating.
Absolutely. Thank you so. Try to follow my line of questioning, please. Though it's kind of important that we do this the right way. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just. They
So-
winked. I saw it.
My line of questioning here is, you'd say you've kind of dominated the entire series. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. No, I have.
So would it stand to reason that these two defendants, Jeremy, Michael, it would stand to reason that they might be a little hungry to kind of keep the game even and motivated, would you say?
I think at this point, yeah. Yeah.
And was there not? I'm a huge fan of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Great show. They call us The Breeze. Has there ever been any indication that Mike himself may have tried to cheat on celebrity birthdays?
There was one. Well, there was a couple episodes like prior where we had our uncle down and he signaled.
Yes
something.
or no? The yes or no?
Yeah. No. I think he's. No. Yeah.
And would you put it past him to try and cheat at another given opportunity?
I wouldn't put it past him. No.
Very interesting. Your own father. Yet, he doesn't think Mike takes it seriously enough that he wouldn't cheat. And cheating comes in all shapes and sizes. Sometimes you can't see it. And sometimes it's just a little wink. And that's what we're trying to prove here today, ladies and gentlemen. There was a wink involved, and we have audio evidence if it serves the court, and we have video evidence if it serves the court, if it so should serve the court. And we will be playing this evidence later on in these trials, and you will see without a shadow of doubt that in fact Jeremy, the eldest son of Mike, gave him the double bubble. It's that simple. Waiver or no waiver. He kept him in. He corralled him in. That's the way it was. I got no further questions at this time, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Loretti. At this moment, we'll allow the defense cross-examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ryan, what gives you the right? What gives you the right to sit here today after all that I do for this show? Objection, Your Honor. He's intimidating the witness, and it will not stand. No.
Overruled. I'll allow it.
What gives you the right, dude? I do this whole show. You're going to take me to small claims court over what? 2 birthday points.
It's
That's
not
it.
about the
And you
points,
didn't
bro.
even
It's about
come
the
to
wink,
me.
dude. That's what I'm saying.
You
It's
didn't
about
come
the
to
wink,
me
dude.
first and just ask me for the points back. Instead, we get served and we're here in court. I don't like that.
Just don't wink, dude. It's not that big of a deal, dude. Just don't wink, and then we don't have to go to small claims court. And then
So-
we don't have to waste the gas right now to get up to small claims court. All you have to do is just
Okay.
not wink dead.
All right, Ryan. All right.
You think I want to be here?
Where do you sit when we play birthdays? In conjecture to me.
Generally on your right.
Now, would you say you're equally on the right, maybe a little ahead of me, or maybe even a little behind me?
I would say I'm a little bit ahead of you. Yes, sure.
See, that's not the way I remember it. I think when Ryan sits behind me on the podcast, he sits behind me. And I think if you look at the tape, mostly, you will see him sitting slightly behind me. He just sits there most of the show. A lot of times he stares off into space. And Ryan, my next question, I guess, would have to be, what's the number one thing I say while we're playing the birthdays? Before we do each birthday,
Look down.
I don't believe that's what's the actual quote, please? Your Honor, objection, irrelevancy.
No, overruled there, Mr. Loretti. I want to hear this.
I always say, avert your eyes, pervert. And what do? You look away.
I
You
look
look
down.
away
I
from
look
me.
down.
You look away from the screen, you look down.
Where are you
He
getting
looks
at,
down, ladies
buddy?
and gentlemen. So I'm begging to know how he possibly knows or even saw a wink in the first place. Unless, ladies and gentlemen,
I mean, it's very simple.
unless
That's
Mr. Loretti came along and said, hey, you must seek retribution. No, I do not talk like that. I am not British. I
all
don't
right.
sound like
there
that.
will be
That is
none
no-
of that in my court, boys. Come on.
Sorry, Judge. No disrespect. Okay, my point is, you couldn't have seen a wink, and I think Miss Loretti put it up to you to come out here today and try to get the points back. And
No.
I think it's bullshit.
No, you winked to him. I saw it. He looked at me. You guys, what are you? Why am I here? Why am I here? You guys.
I want to know the same
winked.
thing.
You guys. winked.
Why is Dad and I here? I think
You guys
Dad
winked.
probably
Literally,
wants to know
you guys
the same
were
thing.
winking at each other, and he was looking at you. And you know what? Actually, you know what? If the court really wants to know, I've been handicapped this whole time because these guys. But I did not. I saw it. You guys winked. I saw it.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The ramblings of an idiot. I just wanted to hang out with this guy once a week and do a podcast. Thought it'd be fun. And I have to put up with it every week. It's like babysitting. And then someone wants a little bit of attention for their law firm. They try to get a big shark like Ryan Bre'llionaire. Try to get public with a case that's sweeping the nation. Ooh, awesome. I think, ladies and gentlemen, it's about justice. It's about fair and balance. And I think whatever evidence the prosecution, so-called, has, I think you'll find pretty obvious that, they've got nothing. No further questions, Your Honor, at this time.
Thank you very much for all you breach checks for that very confusing cross-examination. At this time, we would like to go ahead and, at this time, the prosecution would like to present substantial evidence. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment most of us have been waiting for this very short but very emotional trial is the evidence itself. Now, we could sit here all day and ask questions about who winked, what's in a wink, all that stuff. But you're not going to know until you hear and see the evidence for yourself. And if the court does please, right now, I have the first piece of evidence. Ladies and gentlemen, this here is an MP3 audio clip of episode 47, in where you can hear Mike, the defendant, wavering back and forth, while Jeremy, the defendant, sort of corrals him, if you will. I present to the court, if it does please, Exhibit A.
I'll tell you something about that.
83.
Dad's going to say 83.
No, 84.
Dad's going to say 83.
84.
Dad's
83,
say,
yes.
Dad's going to say 83.
I knew it was 82.
I'll tell you
'cause he
something
does it-
about that
he does
J.J.
this-
Redick when he pulls up on a 3. He loved J.J. Redick, dude.
83.
Well, which one,
but
83
you know
or
what he
84?
does-
83
what he-
you're gonna go with?
83, but what he does this.
Seems pretty harmless. If you didn't know there was a wink there, you might say Jeremy was just trying to gather Dad's final answer. But let's listen one more time.
I'll tell you something about that.
83.
Dad's going to say 83.
No, 84.
Dad's going to say 83.
84.
Dad's
83,
gonna say-
yes.
Dad's going to say 83.
I knew it was 82.
I'll tell you
'cause he
something
does it-
about that
he does
J.J.
this-
Redick when he pulls up on a 3. He loved J.J. Redick, dude.
83.
Well, which one,
but you know
83 or
what he
84?
does-
83
what he-
you're gonna go with?
83, but what he does this.
Sounds pretty clear to me. Sounds pretty clear to me that there's foul play involved there. But it doesn't stop there. No. We wouldn't be here today if it stopped there. Innocent horseplay, we call it. Ladies and gentlemen, Exhibit B, you will clearly hear my client, Ryan Bre'llionaire, mention the wink and wait for their response. I don't know.
Ryan's going to say 88.
Not near that.
Dad's going to get the double bubble at 83, man. Very good job, sir.
I saw the wink.
Yeah, no, there
You
was
did?
no,
I
there was
saw
no
the wink.
There was no wink.
Yeah,
there was
I'm
no
about to
wink.
mute you.
For
the rest of the show.
Guys, that's
This
birthdays.
goddamn game is rigged.
I'm telling you.
Right there. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Bre'llionaire himself says, this goddamn game is rigged. You heard him say it. Unscripted, unprompted, except for anything that was just in the room happening. He admitted. Live on the air. I don't see. Let's listen one more time.
Ryan's going to say 88.
Not near that.
Dad's going to
Gets
get
the
the
birthday.
double bubble at 83, man. Very good job, sir.
I saw the wink.
Ryan sees
no,
the
there was
wink.
no,
I
there was
saw
no
the wink.
There was no wink.
Yeah,
there was
I'm
no
about to
wink.
mute you. For the
There
rest
was
of the
no
show.
wink. Guys, that's
This
birthdays.
goddamn game is rigged.
I'm telling you.
This goddamn game is rigged, he says. I don't think we even need to be here anymore now. That's your bomb in the water. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very, very clear to me, Judge, if I may, oh honorable Judge, they cheated. And we want back not only the point for the double bubble, but we want back another point because he should be disqualified for that point. And we rest our case with that. And we put it in your hands, Judge. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much for that, Loretti. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to personally thank you for volunteering time that you will never be able to get back. You are truly patriots for our country. Bre'llionaire,
Yes, sir.
boys,
Sir.
what is wrong with you? Fictitious points? That's what we're arguing about today, is fictitious points? I'm going to give Ryan a point only because you clearly winked. That was the evidence that was presented. But I really want to talk to you, Mr. Loretti.
Yes, sir.
You have talent, young man,
Thank you, sir.
and grit.
Thank you, sir.
You will go far,
I argue that, sir, but I appreciate the compliment.
but not if you attach yourself to this podcast, young man.
Understood, sir.
Be better.
It won't happen again. Thank you, Your Honor.
Be better.
Yes, sir.
And that's the message to all of you out there today. God bless.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, the verdict is pretty clear right there. As we're listening to it, I'm so surprised they came so quickly to a verdict in probably one of the most idiotic cases I've ever heard of in civil court. But it turns out the judge does rule in favor of Ryan, and they're going to take the 2 points back. If you were familiar last week, that gave Dad the 4-point disadvantage. Ryan was only up 4 points, and now it looks like Dad is back down 6 points. But you know what? Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the John Flannery show just to get the trial out. We're going to return to your regular scheduled programming. They call us The Breeze, episode 48. Funny enough, ironically, we're going to bust right in with celebrity birthdays, I believe. So, okay, we'll see you guys a little bit. Turning things over now. Thank you guys listening. We'll see you. Well, hey guys, welcome back. They call us The Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage, episode 48. Yeah, we're just chilling here in the Tiger Cage. Had a great first segment. I hope you guys out there heard it. It was very fun. We talked about all sorts of fun things, right? It was pretty. We had some good laughs.
I mean,
I think it was. Yeah. So hopefully that wasn't interrupted at all by any sort of reasoning. But
I was glued.
we had so much fun that the first segment went into the second segment, and normally we do birthdays on the second segment, but we apologize because Dad was saying some funny shit, and we were kind of following his stories, and then I started chiming in. Before we knew it, we had to take a break and finish that story. So something unprecedented here on The Breeze. But you know what?
Yes.
It's now third segment, and we're going to get into the celebrity birthdays like we usually do. Dad is currently down 4 points. He is at 124, and Ryan is at 128. And Dad got a double bubble last episode. Super proud of you about that, bud.
Earned it on my own.
Yeah, absolutely.
Winking.
Well, no winking, no nothing.
We
Exactly.
ain't doing that no more. I just got out of a lawsuit.
Oh, well, maybe we'll keep that under wraps for now. I don't think Crosley's allowing us to talk about the lawsuit on radio. But anyway, we're here, guys. Episode 48, and it's time to do it. Let's do some birthdays. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm ready to go.
Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
There is no birthday party here.
Well, that is right, guys. It is time for celebrity birthdays here on They Call Us The Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Got a couple good birthdays for you guys tonight. Got a couple good ones for you. And I'm excited to see if Dad gets another double bubble. We'll just keep this train a-rolling. So, guys, what do you say, Ryan? Avert your eyes. Let's do it.
Look down.
First birthday we have for you. Dad definitely knows this lady. She played Aunt Jackie on Roseanne. Aunt Jackie. Very
she
happy.
plays Sheldon's mom.
Does she?
Yes.
Laurie Metcalf. She was also in
plays
Scream
Sheldon's
2.
mom
She was
on-
also in Scream 2, but she plays, it's Laurie Metcalf's birthday. Happy birthday, Laurie. All right, Dad's up first on
Well,
that
she's
one.
at least me and Mom's age. So I would guess she's a hair older. I'd say 64.
You're going to say 64.
I was going to say 63.
You're going to say 63.
Where's the wink?
Dad's actually going to get it. No wink. 67 years old, Lori Metcalf. Happy
She was
birthday
on,
to you.
you know, Roseanne was way back for, I think, before, while we still lived in Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong.
All right. Well, our next birthday up for you. He is one of the dynamic duos of Getting Stoned. No, not Cheech and Chong, but the ones that came out in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s.
The White
They were
Castle?
trying to find White Castle. It was called Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. This was the Asian to the Indian. Kumar was the Indian. Harold was played by John Cho. Happy birthday to you.
Are they both Asians?
No, one was Asian, one was Indian.
And when did that stuff come out?
Late
That
90s,
movie,
early
yeah.
2000s, early 2000s,
Probably early
something like that. Yeah.
2000s, yeah.
I was in high school and they got stoned and they were trying to find a White Castle.
43.
We go 43.
Who? One guy?
That's
Yeah,
a good,
just
that's
one
a
guy,
good
right?
guess right there. I was going to say right there, but I'm going to say 45.
Ryan's going to get it actually a little bit higher necessary. He is, no pun intended, he is 50 today. So happy birthday to John
wow.
Cho today. Yeah.
Well, I was going 22 and 20.
All right. Well, very good, valiant effort. Next one we have for you.
Man, remind me if we ever play golf and you're my caddy, not to let you read my yardage.
Okay.
It's
that's
just
fine.
only because
'Cause
you're
I asked
standing
you
on,
when he
you
was
only have one
popular.
shoe.
All right. This next one might be tough for Dad, but
Jesus Christ.
that thing you do, he played Mr. Del Paxton. Now, in That Thing You Do, which was Tom Hanks' directorial debut, probably in 1996, 1998, he played an old black gentleman that was still playing
Tom
jazz.
Hanks did?
I also have a clue
The man
for
we're
him.
talking about. Now, he played an old black man playing jazz. Now, in the mid to early 90s, he was in a Wes Craven movie called People Under the Stairs. He played Grandpa in the very early
go
90s.
back to the 80s.
So I'm saying in the 80s and 90s, he played a pretty old character. And he was also Del Paxton.
Wait, was he also in The Shining?
Nope, different guy.
Oh.
Well, he gets to go first. I went first twice, so
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
So he played in the 80s as an old guy. So
He's
he had to have
probably-
been somewhat old.
Del Paxton, Mr. Bill Cobbs.
He's probably
Bill Paxton?
Bill Cobbs.
88.
Bill Paxton from Tornado?
I'm going to say
Or Twister?
88.
Let's say 88. Dad, what do you think, bud?
Yeah. I'd say 86.
Double bubble.
Double
winky,
bubble for
baby.
Ryan.
Are you kidding? 88?
Double
Oh,
bubble
I
for
was going to
Ryan.
say
Dinosaur,
87.
baby.
I was going to say 87. I didn't think he'd be
Snowman.
that old.
Nope, Ryan gets 2 points on Mr. Bill Cobbs. So, yeah, Mr. Del
me see
Paxton. Yeah, that's him.
What does he
That's
look
Bill
like?
Cobb. That's him. If you can see him, you can see him. If you can't, you can't. Yep. Yep. All right. One of the founding members of NWA, along with Ice Cube, along with Eazy-E, along with Dr. Dre.
I know who Ice
Straight
Cube-
out of Compton.
Straight out of Compton, NWA. Very happy birthday goes
Is
out to
Ice-
Mr.
Ice-
MC Ren.
No clue. Why don't you go again because I went twice. I have no idea.
I don't know if you're allowed to do that.
If it pleases the jury. I'm going to go ahead and say he's 55 years old.
Let's go 56. I don't know.
Ryan's going to get it. He's actually only 53 today. MC Ren, happy birthday, bro. All right. Okay, guys. All right. Okay. All right.
Is that the last one?
It's not like anyone ever listens to these
I know.
birthdays. It's not like anything ever
He's out.
happens. There's no newsworthy
Yeah, there's
stuff
really
that ever
never
You
happens.
can't say
anything
that
that
on
we
the
can-
radio.
yeah.
Nobody's listening to us anyway.
All right. So the last birthday we have for you guys tonight. Here we go. I think Dad. Can we decide who goes first before we
Dad
announce
definitely has to go first.
it? Dad has to go first. Ryan,
It's my
avert
turn.
your eyes.
We're even.
All right. You guys both know this guy, and you probably have both heard his age very recently. So we're just going to see.
Bill Cosby.
Close. Phil Mickelson.
Oh.
Oh.
Let's see.
Yes, you should absolutely.
And we're not
go
going to get
first.
into that, but
54.
54, Dad says, Ryan.
Ryan knows I'm. like
52.
Ryan's going to get a double bubble again.
Are you kidding me?
52 years old, yeah. 52, two double bubbles back to back.
And that's my
Almost
man.
back to
I
back.
can't believe he beat me on that one.
Wow. All right. Well, that was birthday.
Happy birthday! Yay!
Now I know.
Fucking birthday!
I won't
There
remember it
is
next
no
time.
birthday party for you here.
Thank God nothing exciting ever happens
If
during
you want to
birthdays.
talk about retribution, I tell you what, Dick Vitale just won big time.
All right, good. Well, glad to hear it. Yeah, so that puts
Hope you feel better.
that puts Dad not very much
I will
farther
feel
behind.
Mickelson better. I'll feel better.
All right, we can't pretend to not know what happened today, guys. We were trying to keep it secret, but actually it wasn't 124 to 128. It should have been 122 to 128. We had a little bit of a civil problem earlier this afternoon, actually. So we apologize because we didn't have a whole lot of time to prep for the show. Even though we had an amazing first and second segment, and if you go back, hopefully you can hear that. Hopefully nothing disrupted that. But we had some brotherly love we had to take care of earlier today. The last episode, Ryan was cheated out of a double bubble that was by Dad, according to the court's ruling today, and we had to go to small claims court, and Ryan won, and he got back 2 points because I apparently winked at Dad during a double bubble. Now I don't.
Yeah, he did.
Either way, but so we that was the judge ruling. So actually, we didn't start this one 4 points down. We started this one 6 points down. And I don't say I'm rooting on Dad.
I don't feel real bad about it. You know, I mean,
but
we got to go to New York today.
Yeah.
I mean, we were in the 6th Judicial Court of Manhattan.
we went to
and,
New York.
We lost the case, but
we went to New York. We did a
Man,
case,
those
and we're
buildings
back.
are tall.
They
They're
are.
tall.
weird, isn't it?
You know who's taller though? Mr. Loretti. He's taller than those
Hey,
buildings.
I was
I
pretty
don't know.
impressed with his testimony today.
I
couldn't-
think
Why
he's
do you
from-
think that I freaking said, like, when I saw the wink, I texted my buddies and I go, who do we have for
but
a
he's on
lawyer?
the
And
other
they
side
said
of the Hudson,
Loretti.
isn't he?
No,
He's in Newark. Isn't he in Newark?
No, they said Loretti's on the ready. That's what he always says. Hey,
yeah.
Loretti's
Well,
on the
Loretti's
ready.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll be
but
ready for
I
Loretti
was-
the next time Loretti
I was
comes
trying.
in.
I thought, he's small time, so I thought I could win one
Yeah,
over.
you
Next
thought.
time, Dad, you and I
what
will
you
have to
thought.
get an actual lawyer because that was
Either that or we'll contact
kind of a mess.
someone
there.
in
I
Little
guarantee-
Italy to send a message to
But you know what, guys? It's episode 48 if they call us The Breeze. We thank you for tuning in so far. Thank you for listening to Celebrity Birthdays. We only have one segment left, and we've been waiting for it. It's the third week. Every 3 weeks we do it. It's Mike wants to be a Bre'llionaire.
Let's go, man.
So we'll
Let's
see.
go. Let's
We'll
go.
see what happens in the last segment of the show. But thank you guys so much for listening. Ryan, what do you say?
Come right on back, folks.
We'll be right back.
All right, we'll see you.
Let's go. Tell your friends. Mellow. It's legal out there.
Well, hey, all you coxes and foxes. Welcome back to They Call Us The Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube. Make sure you go out there and subscribe to the page, Tiger Cage Media on YouTube. And make sure you're out there liking the Facebook
Telling
page,
your buddies.
Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Tell your friends.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. For every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't. So,
Tell your friends.
tell your friends. Yeah, guys, thank you for listening. And everywhere you don't get it live, you can always get it Monday, everywhere you get your podcast drip. So don't forget that. We got one last segment before we go tonight. Yeah, definitely had a good time tonight with you fellas. And yeah, it's been a good time, and it's the third episode. Every 3 episodes we do this. Okay, I always get really excited because I like to see
with
Dad
Hardy.
squirm. I like to see Dad squirm. I like to see how he performs in tight situations. No pun intended. And yeah, it's time, guys. Once again, let's do it. Mike wants to be
It's
a
a memory
Bre'llionaire.
test.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a
There they
memory
are.
test.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Our audience loves it every time we do it.
They love it.
Mike,
He's
how you
testing to
feeling
see it.
tonight? You
Yeah, I'm
pretty
feeling
good?
great. I'm feeling great.
Well, there's only
Thank
one way
you,
to do it,
thank you.
Mike. Let's get to it. It's
Let's
time
go.
to play. Mike wants to be a
Roll 'em,
Bre'llionaire.
Roll 'em. Roll 'em.
They're so excited for you, Mike. They're so excited. A little weird dabs there. Some sort of weird new dabs with the cowboy hat. Yeah, all right. Well, guys, it's time for Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire, the newest installment. The newest installment. Another mixed bag for you tonight, Mike. How you feeling? You feeling pretty good?
I'm feeling pretty
Pretty
good.
limber there, Mike?
Yeah,
pretty limber there because
good.
we're going to test your abilities. This one is, I think, one
Brain
of the harder.
exercises.
One of the harder rounds of questions we've ever had on Bre'llionaire. And he says cool, so he says roll it. You want to get right into it, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go, buddy. I like your enthusiasm. Mike, question number 1.
You can't curb my enthusiasm.
Well, Larry might.
Got him. How many balls are in a billiard set?
15.
Is it 10, 12, 15, or 16?
15.
Total billiard set.
Well, 16. Oh, you can't. Cue
Yeah,
ball?
yeah,
Does
you-
the cue ball count?
Yeah.
In the
a
rack
set.
is 15.
You're not going to leave one
All right,
ball out.
16.
The final answer is 16. Is it going to get it, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, I was worried there for a minute there, Mike. I thought you were going to go 15, but you got to
thought you were
remember
talking
there
about the
is the
rack.
cue ball. No, okay, but in a standard set of balls that you would get on a pool table, of course you're going to have the cue ball, and then it's not sold separately. So very good, very good, very good. All right, we almost lost that one. All right, here we go. Next question we have up for you,
Hey.
Mike. What color
Winking.
is Clifford the big dog? Clifford the big dog. What color is Clifford the big dog? Is he A, green, B, blue, C, red, or D, yellow? Clifford the
Red.
big dog. He's
Red.
going to go with red right off the rip, ladies and gentlemen. Is he correct?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's going to get it,
I
ladies
was
and
going to say
gentlemen.
brown, but that didn't come up.
Thank God.
The big,
And let's all
the
not
average
forget that
big
Mike is
brown
colorblind,
dog.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Mike is
that's true.
colorblind, so
Hey, red.
he might not actually know the real color, but he just associates with colors. Okay, now moving along. Here we go.
Shades.
One's going to be tough, even tougher still, Mike. Which of these, remember you have 2 lifelines. You have a 50-50, and you have Ryan as your lifeline. But
I'm not
We have
speaking it. My
full faith
lawyer
in it.
has suggested that.
which of these is not a Disney princess? Cinderella, Snow White, Fiona, or Jasmine? Which of these is not a Disney princess? Cinderella,
I know.
Snow
She
White.
is. She is.
Fiona, or Jasmine?
God damn it! Which one of those 2 last ones? You know, don't you, Ryan? I'll go with Ryan.
I have a pretty good idea.
Whoa,
Obviously.
whoa! Pretty good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you should know, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
I said,
I'm like 98% sure that
our
I know who it is.
Fiat is on the edge of a cliff.
All right.
That's 3,600 feet down into the
Are you going to
valley.
use me and then we can walk it through?
Are you pretty sure, or I don't
Do you
know?
want to use me and then we can walk it through? Because
Okay,
I
Fiona is like
she's
Lion
in
King,
Shrek,
right?
No, Fiona is in Shrek, and she is the princess that Shrek tries to go grab.
Okay, and what's the other one?
Jasmine is also a princess because she's in Aladdin. She's the princess.
Okay, I'll say.
and then
I'll
Snow
say. No,
White
I won't
is,
use your help.
You just did.
Yeah. you
Okay,
just-
well, it's C.
Cinderella was just
It's C. It's C.
No.
See, Fiona, is he right, ladies and gentlemen? He's going to get it with the help of Ryan. Oh, gosh, already up to Ryan on his 3rd question.
Okay.
Well, once he explained the shows, I knew that.
Fiona was on Shrek, yes. And Jasmine was a part of Aladdin. Remember, Ryan played
Aladdin is Disney.
That's right, exactly. All
And
right.
He looked like Aladdin.
Maybe
Didn't
Mike,
you dress
maybe
like
Mike does a
Aladdin
little
when
better.
you and,
He did. Andrea Kelly.
Andrea.
Yep, exactly. That's why we were
That's
hoping we were
Aladdin.
going to get that one, but you didn't anyway. Still, here we go. It's getting harder still. What is the second most consumed beverage? Aside from water, which is obvious. What's the second most consumed beverage? Is it A, tea, B, beer, C, vodka, or D, Mountain Dew?
T.
Mike's going to go with tea. He's going to get it right off the rip, ladies and
That
gentlemen.
would be our coffee in Britain.
I mean,
Or
yeah,
United
and
Kingdom.
iced tea. We drink iced tea.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's same tea is tea
And
is
a lot
tea.
of people
That's
over
good.
here
I thought it
go
was
from
gonna be
coffee to
beer.
tea.
Yeah, very good, Dad. Very good. I knew you'd have that one. Okay, here we go. All right. How
you mean
many
in this house?
How many keys are on a standard piano? Is it A, 36, B, 64, C, 88, or D, 129?
No. It's 64 or 88, and let's see. Fuck. I was thinking somewhere in the 70s. 64.
You're going to go for 64, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. 88.
88, huh?
88, dude.
Fuck.
Wow.
Should have went for the 50-50.
God, didn't even
What
get
was the
past
next one?
You know, we're saving them because you didn't even get past the 5th question, dude.
Oh, wow. What a show out.
Oh,
Come
See,
on.
I should have
man.
said 88.
I had
because
money on you, man.
I said I was thinking.
Well, you're a
I
loser.
mean, I knew I didn't have time to count. Look at the piano. And
You're a
like,
loser in court, and
many-
you're a loser on the show.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
whatever.
Well, Mike, that was a hell of a show. Thank you so much.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it. It's
I'm
Mike
doing
wants
my
to be a
best.
Bre'llionaire.
I'm doing my best to get that gecko on land. Thanks to all my fans out there. I got a kitty cat in there believes in me.
Well, guys, thank you so much for
Oh,
tuning in
yeah.
tonight. So they call us the Breeze, episode 48. I had some fun. Ryan, I hope you had a
I
good time.
had
Had
a
a blast.
blast.
Yeah, man, that was a good time. Nice
Except for
and
that
relaxed.
part
Yeah.
part we spent in court. It was like us.
Well, that was earlier today, and
I know,
you
I
can't fault the show for that.
I
But you
never
can
did.
fault the show for that, I guess you could say.
Did you guys get a stamp for parking?
Validated?
Did you get? I didn't get validated.
No.
We took the city bus.
I bet you.
Oh,
I bet you.
that's where I
Larry's
messed
got
up.
all those validations. He's cashing it in. He's on the lam. I bet you. I don't like that guy.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in out there in listener land. We appreciate you. We will see you next week, guys. So don't go
Yeah.
anywhere. Same bat time, same bat channel. Ryan, what do you say, man?
We'll see you next
See
week.
you next week.
All right, guys. Good night, everybody. We'll see you.
Catch up.
See ya.
Bye.